So yeah, welcome guys. This is William from with the client Victor here. Victor's had some great results with our program, and yeah, I'll leave the floor to Victor to kind of explain his experience.
Yeah, so I've started with roughly about like a month ago on two leads per week. And so far, I mean, pretty solid results. I've, had two listing presentations, multiple conversations, and continuously building up the pipeline. So very pleased with signing up. And just like anything else, it's with leads and sales, it's a long-term game, but very happy to see that I'm talking to people that are interested in selling and building up that pipeline.
Sure, 100%. And in terms of, I'm sure you've probably experienced previous lead generation solutions. What would you say would be maybe the difference between what we've got here at Estately and those ones?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of differences, for sure. I would say the no nonsense, just straight to the point. I love how simple the program is, where you guys just reach out to homeowners, ask them if they're looking to sell, and you guys pretty much do that level of screening to then pass on that lead to me, and then I can go use my skills to dig a little bit deeper and understand, like, hey, is this a client that is going to be ready to sell now, or maybe a little bit later in the year, or maybe a year after that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess the simplicity of the program, the no nonsense, straight to the point, and just getting leads. That's what I really like compared to others.
Hmm. And kind of before you came on with onto the program, was there a little bit of skepticism? I know there's a lot of people trying to sell lead generation to real estate agents, but of course, was there that skepticism there before?
I never had skepticism about lead generation companies. I know they're all legit. It's just, there's since there's so many of them, which ones are going to be the best bang for my dollar, right? So that's really
Yeah.
what I need to go figure out, because there's so many out there that have a lot of claims, but they have outrageous setup fees, or just a lot of different aspects financially, where it's just, is not as competitive as you think. And I would say that I really liked how it was just simple, no contracts, no commitment. It's just $75 per lead, and that's well within my marketing budget and what I want to do. So very pleased with that.
So it's really that kind of flexibility aspect that kind of draw.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And then in terms of your plan now, are you kind of scale the real estate side of your business in terms of your day to day? You're going to hire any kind of people to help take on that workload?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely in the process of partnering up with my business partner to create our own team. And I would say at the end of the day, we would really like to kind of see what that would look like for leads, like from like a lead allocation. And I would say having more leads and leads that can build up the pipeline is pretty important. So pretty excited about that.
Okay. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And yeah, thank you very much for coming on here, Victor. I really appreciate your time. But any kind of final tips or tricks? Let's say someone does come on board with our service. Any kind of tips of how to deal with these types of leads specifically?
I would say first and foremost, have a pretty solid script for whenever you're calling the leads. You have to be pretty decent on the phone. Someone that has experience with the with lead generation type of business via phone calls. So I would just say, like, really get your scripts down, making sure that you really tie in how you found their information. Be honest with them and just tell them, like, hey, I'm trying to get your business,
Hmm.
and I want to do what I can to be that realtor that you call whenever you are ready to sell, especially whenever you have clients that, let's say are a little skeptical, or let's say that they forgot that they were texting the assistant to even get themselves as a lead. That is one thing. Just, know your client and know your audience.
Sure, 100%. Well, Victor, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate those kind words, and I'm sure this is going to be a successful venture for both of us in the future.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you so much.